I once planted 2 flowers in one pot because I was short of pots at the time and I wanted these flowers to grow from there. By the way, I'm a lover of flowers. You can find me gazing at flowers stupidly because, yeah, flowers are my thing. Now, several weeks later, after planting them, I realized they were growing, yes, but one plant was choked. One plant seemed not to be blooming as I expected. Not because there was no soil, not because there was no light, not because there was no water, but because the container was too small to contain the two. And that's when I decided to separate them, at least for each plant to blossom into their full potential. And that there is what I want us to pick lessons from. I promised yesterday in my video that I will talk about Genesis 13, the story of Abraham and Lot and their separation and the lessons we can draw. Here I am today with that lesson. But before that, my name is Lois K. I'm a mindset and self-awareness coach, helping individuals align with their life purposes by breaking limiting beliefs is my purpose. If you're seeing me for the first time, you can give me a follow and also DM me for one-on-one coaching. I am happy to help. Let's get into the lesson. Now, we reached a point where Abraham and Lot had gone separate ways. Abraham assuming that God will provide for his needs because he is the source, and Lot assuming that the land looking green and all good will actually yield him good fruits or good yields. So immediately the two separated. God spoke to Abraham. Will you allow me to read just one verse? The Lord said to Abraham after Lot had departed from him, "Look around from where you are to the north and south, to the east and west. All the land that you see I will give to you and your offsprings forever." Mark the word, after Abraham separated from Lot, God spoke. And that is where the lesson is. Sometimes our separation is our blessing. Sometimes separation is wisdom. And here's the thing. You need to know what you need to separate yourself from. It could be someone, a friend. It could be something, maybe a habit. It could be a mindset. God cannot talk unless you have separated yourself from something. There has to be some separation. Because some of our breakthroughs cannot come when we are tied to something. And that is where the lesson that I do from this story of Abraham and Lot. Immediately they two separated. That's when God spoke, and he promised Abraham. He showed Abraham a land that he will give it to him and his descendants. A question for you today. What are you clinging on? Could it be a relationship that is hindering God from speaking to you? Could it be a mindset that you're clinging on so much that is preventing God to talk to you? Could it be a habit? Name it. Could it be that company you're clinging on so much that God doesn't have that space to talk to you? Could it be that business that you're forcing issues, yet God has told you it's time to take another route? Examine yourself. Some separation is wisdom. Not every separation is rejection. Not every separation is because of strife. My plants could not grow together, not because they were enemies, but because the space was too small to contain them. Sometimes you could be holding on to that relationship, yet it's the one that is hindering your blessings. You could be holding on to that mindset, yet it's the one that is holding you from achieving your blessings, your breakthrough. Your next breakthrough is tied to your next separation. So get to discern. What are you separating? What are you to separate yourself from for you to access the greater heights? And that is the lesson that I wanted to give you today. I'm glad that I gave the message, because anytime an idea is put in my mind, I always have that burden to deliver it. And I'm glad I did. To have a blessed day. I love you.